Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Welcome po sa ating press conference ngayong umaga po. Isang makasaysayan para sa ating lahat na nagtatanggol at nagmamahal sa kalikasan dahil ito ngayon ang gagawin natin kauna-unahan sa Pilipinas na napakaraming mga grupo ang magdedeklara ng climate emergency. At dahil nga po ito yung pangatlong araw ng ating Rights of Nature General Assembly, gusto din po natin itong gawin na mas makabuluhan. Kaya gusto po namin imbitahan ang lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon at ang aming mga kasamahan sa media. Kung kayo po ay may mga katanungan, please just post them sa ating comment section ng ating Facebook page at saka sa mga Facebook accounts po na kung saan ninyo nakikita ang live broadcast na ito. At saka gusto din po namin magpasalamat ngayon sa mga dumalo ang ating participants sa Rights of Nature General Assembly. At especially for this press conference, we would like to say thank you to our media friends, lalo-lalo na yung mga live na nandito ngayon sa Manresa Retreat House. Kasama po natin ang Philippine Daily Inquirer at saka ang Radyo Veritas. Kasama din po natin online ng iba pang mga media organizations na mga kaibigan na din po natin. So, I would like to start off this press conference by reading our common statement para sa ating pagdedeklara ng climate emergency. Would like to request Brother John B. to read our common statement.
The Rights of Nature Philippines declares a climate emergency as a response to the ongoing climate crisis. Therefore, we commit to take decisive actions to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and help avert the ecological crisis that threatens Earth, our common home, and the well-being of humanity and all other beings on planet Earth. This move emerged from our recognition of the interconnectedness of all beings and our fundamental responsibility to protect it and respect nature's inherent right to exist, thrive, and flourish, to be able to play its role of maintaining the conditions where all beings can live. We strongly call on the Philippine government to declare climate emergency now. Declaring climate emergency means first recognizing that humanity and the whole ecosystem is collapsing and immediate and strategic actions must be done to reduce or halt the irreversible impacts of climate change. Second, as we primarily put to task the government to take action, we call for collective and strategic actions from all sectors in keeping the 1.5 centigrade target up to 2030. To keep this target, we propose the following bold and strategic actions anchored on ecologically sustainable solutions. Reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. Reducing emissions from energy production, transportation, industry, agriculture, and land use. This must be achieved through a combination of pro-people, pro-animals, and sustainable measures, such as just transitioning to renewable and clean energy sources, improving energy efficiency, adapting sustainable agriculture practices, and reducing waste. Climate adaptation, planning and implementing community-based measures to adapt to the inevitable and current occurring impacts of climate change. These can include measures such as implementing nature-based solutions, building climate-resilient infrastructure, improving water management, and supporting the development of climate-resilient agriculture practices. Protection of forests and other natural resource ecosystems. Protecting and restoring our forests, marine, and other ecosystems which are vital carbon sinks that help absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. This also means supporting and protecting the welfare of indigenous peoples, environmental defenders, and local communities that serve as stewards and live in harmony with their environment. Sustainable consumption and production, implementing policies on sustainably managing our natural resources and waste, such as the Rights of Nature Bill and the Alternative Minerals Management Bill. This also involves incentivizing sapat lifestyle practices and planning strategies towards the shift to a circular economy. Efficient, consistent, and full implementation of existing environmental laws, enactment of green bills, and repeal of environmentally destructive laws, including the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act, Clean Air Act, Toxic Substances and Hazardous Nuclear Waste Control Act, among others. Respect and protect the self-determination of our indigenous people and the full implementation of the Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act, IPRA. Assist indigenous communities to come up with their own ancestral domain sustainable development protection plan and align the comprehensive land use with their ADS TPP. Investment in climate research and development, strengthening our own research and development resources and capabilities to develop new technologies and innovations for the acceleration of a just transition towards a low-carbon economy and climate-resilient future. Climate education and awareness raising public awareness about the impacts of climate change and the rights of nature while building support for climate action and promoting behavioral change. International, national, and local solidarity and cooperation. Addressing the climate crisis requires global cooperation and coordinated efforts across the countries and regions. Exact accountability from stakeholders, pay up for loss and damages, and uphold international frameworks promoting global action on climate change. Creation of a multi-sectorial and interreligious climate emergency technical working group with a climate change commission, which would craft a comprehensive national climate emergency action plan leading to a local ordinances and the National Climate Emergency Act. Most importantly, these measures must be implemented in the essence of climate and intergenerational justice to ensure that the benefits and burden of climate actions are distributed fairly and that vulnerable communities are not left behind. We are advocating for policies and programs that address the root causes of climate change. We are challenging the economic and political systems that prioritize profit over nature and people towards a just transition to a low-carbon economy that benefits everyone. Together, we are fighting for the rights of nature and climate justice to address the climate crisis in a way that is fair, equitable, and sustainable for all. Keep it down to 1.5 degrees centigrade. Uphold climate and intergenerational justice now. Enact the Rights of Nature Bill now. Declare climate emergency now.
Maraming salamat po, Brother John. So this is the common statement for all the members of the Rights of Nature movement in the Philippines. And then this time, we would like to hear also the commitments of each of the groups that are members of the Rights of Nature movement. So let's start off with our, this is the first business establishment or from the business sector that is declaring climate emergency today. So we'd like to have and hear the commitments from Region Laudato Si, from Mr. Charlie Aiko.
Good morning.
Today, our company, Region
General Philippines.
announces our commitment to the campaign on Cantas de la